Feeling strange, please don't look at me. Getting paid, like what I can see. Devil rays, burning up the street. Do it for no reason, come and play, girl, won't you sing with me? 3 homies on the back street, walking nice. 3 honeys in the backseat, walking nice. Reality gon' pass me, walking nice. Yeah, walking nice. Be honest, you don't know me, walking nice. This life we live ain't lonely, walking nice. Back do you wanna show me, walking nice. Yeah, walking nice, yeah. Your actions frighten me, that's what you say. I'm the monster hiding under your bed. Something new is here, something for you. There's something happening, sip a little avenue. Feeling strange, please don't look at me. Getting paid, like what I can see. Devil rays, burning up the street. Do it for no reason, come and play, girl, won't you sing with me? Dance for, make them happy, walking night. Keep it moving with the battery, walking night. Suit on, I'm feeling classy, walking night. Yeah, walking night. This life we live ain't over, walking night. Nobody's here, come over, walking night. Black dress down around your shoulders, walking night. Yeah, walking night, yeah.
With the way I've been sleeping in here recently, I might need to change my time from 10 to 2. I don't know. But hello guys, sorry I'm late again this morning, but I'm still here. I didn't schedule it or nothing because I didn't know for sure what time I was gonna be getting on. I had no idea I was gonna sleep till like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and so I was like, but hello, Lemonade, yo. And Tweety, hello, hello. Hopefully more people will join. I'm streaming to both this one and the Mr. Exposed channel. I've got to add the Prison Exposed channel to this as well so that I can stream to it. So it should be one that anyone that's subscribed to it should be getting notifications to it because it's brand new. The Mr. Exposed one isn't brand new, but it has, at one point, whenever I had a strike, everyone went over to Mr. X's channel. So, well, most everyone that was like in the chat, it was like 300 something people at that time. Hey, Kimmy, how are you doing? Hopefully well. You banning yourself and shit. No, I'm just fucking with you. I was still fucking kind of curious how that happened. And I know it wasn't Emma, though, because she don't know you to ban you like that. Hey, Brenda. Guys, if I realize when because I watch my streams back just to debate on whether or not I keep them up. And I know that I missed a few comments. So if you guys see that I missed a comment, let me know, because StreamYard sometimes just doesn't give you every comment. Well, I'm on Pacific time, so I usually miss your early morning streams because it's 6:30 a.m. my time. So maybe it'd be better for me to keep coming on around this time, because it says right now is a really good time for me to come on. When you go look in the algorithm and statistics in your studio, it says the majority of my subscribers are on between like 1:30 and 6:30, and so the evening streams are where I'm trying to grab new people. But yeah, I'm going today. My goal is to do some kind of deep dive back into Miss Katie Joy, and so that I can go over some of the stuff that I haven't covered during all this, kind of explain to people who don't know who I'm talking about, give them like a rundown of who she is and how I ended up commentating on her, because originally I was a subscriber and a fan, and she decided to be B to me. So I started doing commentary because I didn't always agree with everything she said. And the more and more I got to know who she was, I was like, oh, and I think that's like pretty much everyone in the anti-KJ community. But I am starting the weekly rundown of what KJ's bullshit. Oh, don't worry about missing comments. We're supposed to watch other streamers and don't and know that just how it goes. Yeah, I know. But I hate missing comments, especially if it's something like that's going on in the conversation. Um, I don't know. I just hate missing comments. You know me. I like to talk to every single person that comes through. Since I've been here 5 years ago, I've always said hello to everyone in the chat, and I've always pretty much read every single comment that comes through while I'm live. I get really behind. Amber was in my ass before in the past because I get so far behind. But Brenda, yeah, I know you can't stand her. So there'll be some more funny commentary. It's gonna be entertaining, or I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, it's gonna be pretty much. If you look at anyone that's new, I know you know Brenda, but I'm gonna cover like I used to cover, but just once a week. Um, and it'll probably be in upload form because it's harder to do live. And then I may do like a live or something where we talk about the BS, like we go over it after I've talked about it, or I may just premiere it and sit and chat. I'll figure it out. I can't stand her. She is another bombshell and Michelle and Ski Mask, right? What in the hell? I seen that video, a ski with all that money. Where in the hell did he get all that money from? Because we all know he ain't working, and we all know he ain't pulling that off his channel because he doesn't make anything. Because I don't think he's monetized. Yes, guys, if you don't mind, please, while on your way through, hit the like button or the dislike button. Either way, it just lets YouTube know that you were here. Please do. I don't care which one at this point. Um, it helps me. Even clicking on me and viewing me helps me, so I appreciate it. Yeah, Luminacy. But if you know, like, my old KJ commentary used to never be live. It was all the commentary I did on it was uploads, and those are the ones that I'd get a couple thousand views on. One of them I have like 9,000 views on. So my KJ content did really, really well. And then there was few lives. I mean, there were some lives that were done about her, and we talked about her and then the situation and everything, but it wasn't always just about her. Like, we talk about her in a 2 or 3 hour stream for maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then there'd be a bunch of other shit. Hey, Bitter Pill, you made it before the end. What's going on? There's a moderator. Yes, you are one of my, actually, one of my newer moderators, considering I've just recently met you here in the last, unless you're someone that's changed their name that I know from before, since I think you're the most recent person that I've met that is a moderator, but I trust you. Definitely do. But I did, like, before, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went through and took a lot of wrenches, just because, and it's going to be one of those things where I got to be able to totally trust, what that person isn't, because I had someone that was going through and banning people on my channel that were supporting me, and so the people stopped coming into my live because they thought that I banned them, and that was all a ploy to get people to stop coming in because they thought that I had an issue when I didn't. So if you guys ever see someone banning anyone that's a mod, do you guys ever see someone banning someone that didn't say something that was out of line? And I pretty much don't like people to be banned anyway unless they're totally like out of line, timed out, remove the comments, all that stuff. But if you see someone banning people for no reason, make sure you let me know. And if Bam is here, she can She's managing moderator. Kimmy's here. So how's your channel going, Kimmy? How your subscribers at right now? Or where you're at subscriber wise? If someone wants to drop Kimmy's link in here. Hey Kimberly, welcome. Kimberly's been around for a while. Has Brother said anything else about the NZKJ video? Not that I'm aware of. Before I speak on it, I will be finding that out. And then I'm gonna have Angie have to talk about it. Um, you're gonna give them payback. Oh, Kimmy. But yeah, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. There's no telling what happened overnight. So I'm definitely gonna have Amzie up to talk about it. And then I think me and Amzie one day a week are gonna do a covering of KJ together. She'll probably be part of the weekly KJ rundown or whatever. Just wait, Big Express is coming. Oh, Kimmy. Kimmy's always love me. People were like, Kimmy's talking shit. Kimmy's talking shit. I was like, well, you know what? Everybody talks shit. So even if she did talk shit, it is what it is. At least she's still coming in and being chill. Hey, Koala, what are you doing? I appreciate everybody that's still. At this point, I don't care if y'all talk shit or whatever. Well, except for the ones in the most recent situation, like Two Skulls. I'm sorry, but that ship sailed and that's out the question. I feel totally betrayed by her, so it's just how I feel. Yes, Kimmy. I'm curious now. I'm trying to stay out of shit for the most part. They got their own thing going on, but I will say this: I don't know. All I gotta say is, if she is not understanding of what abandoned baiting is, circumventing another channel, which means going around the van and circumventing by getting on someone else's channel, can cost that person's channel and her channel as well. So that's like towing the line. I don't know. Anyone that's doing, you got to be careful. YouTube catches on. Yeah, I did too, Paula. I did too. But then she totally flipped on me. She talked shit uh in Bomb's chat. So, and trying to say tell me that I always knew she was Bomb Nation or whatever. I'm like, as far as I knew, you were calling yourself my sister, and that you were gonna smash people in the head with boots if they mess with me. She knows everything that I went through, and sat right there while I was being lied on and said that I never had any kind of issues with my health. And Two Squirrels knows better. She knows that's damn lie. Yeah, I I don't give a fuck about what she says about me in reality. She's already fucked my channel up as much as she has. She's like, yeah, I'll go and have. Anyway, my attorneys handle it, but just know there's people that have they were partaking in the bashing that were supposed to be my close friends that I will not. No, I will not get over that. Yes, and I have been making a lot of new friends. I don't know if you guys who know who Tabitha Jane is. She covers a lot of the Katie Joy stuff too, and she also covers um, I think some Michelle stuff and all that as well, but she's been shouting me out, so I really appreciate that. She's trying to help me get my channel back going, so I do appreciate that. Um, and Texas girls always having people drop my channel in the chat. Amber does too, and Amzy lets me do it whenever. She's cool like that. Um, if people ask, she doesn't have a problem. When are you guys with KJ commentating? It's going to be. You can't see Kimberly Love, Kimberly? Well, hell, Kim, you got Kimberly 71 block? She's sad. Don't like Kimberly. She's a sweetheart. It's going to probably. I'm gonna try to pick out which day, like pick one day a week, and it be that day a week that I do it. And the Teen Mom stuff is going to be on Thursdays. So we're probably going to do like a Tuesday catch up on or Monday or Tuesday catch up on the last week of KJ. You're not rude, Koala. No, she's trying to get it, but so it seems like TCL and Bond is working together. Oh shit! No way, Tweety. Look, I spoke on bad. I was giving bad info. I didn't speak on it like bad. I just was. I actually was crying and was like upset because I was told that she had said something about my health. But I don't believe that is true now because the people who told me that are two-faced as fuck. So I was totally in the wrong. And I apologized to her, told her sorry, and she's been chill with me since. And I've been worried as hell about her leg. But she don't deserve all of it. No bullshit. She's done a good job. She's been covering Michelle. And that TCL cannot gatekeep Michelle because a lot of people have been affected by Michelle. Hell, if I started commentating on her, nobody could say a damn thing to me about it because I haven't lived right in the world to commentate on her. So should I mean, pretty much a lot of people do. And I'm just curious if that TCL person, does anyone know if she was a subscriber before and like what screen name she used? Because I have an idea. I don't know. I have an idea. It may be of who it may be. Because I had told this person to contact me by email and they never did because I had information for them. But I don't know. I have an idea. I'm not gonna let that go just yet. But I don't think Bot should be being messed up. Bot ain't done nothing wrong. She's a sweetheart. I don't have any issues with her whatsoever. She lets her come into the chat, hang out. It's because there's a lot of people in there that I've known for at least a year plus. Well, if the other chick loses her channel, then it's well deserved. Should she let Bomb run that channel? She can't even talk in her own panel without Bomb interrupting. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. Kimmy said, I am here. I do not see Kimberly 71. So one of you two have each other blocked. So whether you blocked them, you have to go to YouTube Studio and go to the community part down on the bottom. There's a little gear. You hit that, and this thing hit that. It pops up and go down to community. Click that, and it'll have your banned users, and that's how you remove someone from your banned list. But you have to make sure you have YouTube Studio, or you can try to go to that person's No, leave them alone, sissy. You can try to go to that person's at and go directly to their channel and just hit unblock. But if they're banned through your Google, it's a whole nother process. Illuminating, not as of right now, no. But if I end up just having to go to another channel, yeah, there's a possibility. But I don't know. We're gonna see if it's just an algorithm issue. Um, but the lies that have been told on me has severely affected my channel. I mean, I wasn't ever like a big crowd drawer in the first place, but it wasn't like this, you know. But now it's not worth it money wise right now. Time zone makes it hard on me, so I'll make sure I check for when you are on. Thank you. What's Tabitha's channel name? Can you put it in the chat? It's Tabitha Jane. I will post it in my community tab because I don't have the @ right now, or I'd put it in there. Let's see, because I was in Tragic's live the day before, and when Michelle's arrest record picture was out, shoes and Tragic, so was Bombshell, so was Heidi, and they was all talking crap. Huh. Remember whenever she got those strikes, what you went on Kat's channel, she says if she goes out, she's going to go out with the bang, and I'm just wondering if that's it. Oh, you talking about going out with the bang, like taking all these other people's channels down with her? Trying to, I mean, my brain ain't working right. It's early in the morning. For him, not early in the morning, but I slept late. My brain ain't working. Talking crap about what? Michelle's arrest? I will go check. I have one, two. Jackie is losing her mind when she's seen me in Amber's channel. She thinks I'm getting a group to take her channel down. Whatever, dude. That's just bullshit. Amber's changed a lot, and she's not like the type to hold grudges as long as people are like real and honest, and I'm like not trying to be thinking they're better than anybody else. Like she's pretty much she she get along with anybody at this point. Uh, but until you go tell someone lies on her, I know that. You got yes, your ass. It's your ass. Like she says, don't lie on her name. Don't lie on her name. But that's only thing I know about Jackie is that she was a subscriber of Molly's. And when she very first started her channel, she was promoted by Molly. Now, I will say this. Um, I come on cam pretty much just raw with me. Like, I don't use filters on here when I come on here. I've used filters in some pictures and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie. But the freaking filtered ass picture that Jackie's using for her avatar, it don't even look like her anymore at all. Like it could be her daughter or something. And now since she's like gotten all hard acting and like she's all thuggish, ruggish, you know what I'm saying? And her smoking them cigarettes away in her house, that's not attractive in the slightest. Yeah, dance too. But when I saw that, I was getting mad. The people that and then what went down in Charlotte yesterday, that was messed up, like for both sides. I've known Charlotte since before she started her channel. She was a subscriber and she wanted to start a channel and start covering the stuff too. I helped her get stuff set up and helped her get her monetization figured out and all that. And so I've known her for a very long time, but I can't say one way or the other because I don't know what the audio was. I didn't get to watch the video to be able to put my opinion on who I think she was talking about. I can see how two people are going to think that they're who's being talked about if the same thing's happening with both of them. I do not think that anyone should have jumped on any live if they felt a certain way. If they're really not trying to argue or cause anything, people should contact each other. I've jumped on a live out of being mad before, and and immediately taking it down, or it's not a good idea. It's better just to talk to the person behind the scenes and then figure it out, because most likely you got someone fucking with you, people trying to cause drama, stupid shit. So it, it I wish that like Charlotte and Bot could have talked previously. I know Bot did apologize, but I don't think what Bot did that she meant it maliciously. She was literally just using Charlotte as an example, from what I understand. So it's to each their own. She contacted a friend of mine, how much I am talking about them, and if they are with me, she's taking her channel down. What? So I agree with you. I don't think I know who Jackie is. Jackie Snotty. They've been calling her Snot Rag. She split off from Molly Lightly. Molly gave her a shout out. I think went over on her panel a couple times, got her, you know, got her an audience built up, and then Molly was gone, and Jackie just kept going. And I guess she's buddied up with Bomb since Molly and Bomb get along. I don't know if that's the whole like why they're friends or whatever, but Jackie wasn't around till she kind of split off from Molly. She's boring. Yeah, I don't. I've never been a subscriber. Yeah, I love Charlotte and Bot and Jen. Yeah. Look, y'all, a lot of y'all don't know this, but before I was ever involved with any of this stuff going on in this community, I've been on YouTube for 5 years. Like 3 years ago, I was over watching Evil Abe and Jenny Jen and Savage and all of them. I found them because I found Miss Fucking Wonderful, and she's in Indiana, same as me. So I started watching her first, ended up finding out who Savage was from her, because her and Savage had an issue for a long, long time. They finally made up, or kind of made up, I guess, here recently. But KJ, or KJ, not KJ, Miss Wonderful, her name's Katie too, and she ended up losing her channel of a band invasion. I think her and Bomb knew who each other were and all that as well. But I was around back then, and I had heard of Bomb from all of that, and then I didn't hear nothing else really about her until she came back into, or she popped into this community, and I was like, oh, okay. Because everything I had heard at that point was the stuff they were saying about her over in those streams. But I mean, I even used to be a mod for JJJ before I was involved with any of this. Yes. That's another one you don't like, Jackie. Yeah. I don't understand why Charlotte had to take the live down, only because she had someone else's public community post, everything petty. She took it down because she had someone else's community post. What? Yeah, MFW was her own worst enemy. She was one that I watched because she was such a train wreck to the extent she knew she was. But actually, we ended up being kind of friendly with each other. When we went to Indy for uh, Thanksgiving in 2021, we were gonna go over to her house, but we ended up not. We just went back to the hotel. But we were gonna like collab stream from MFWs. It probably was not going to be a good idea. We never ended up going, but that's how I ended up knowing who Savage and JJJ and all them were because I split away, and plus also Carlos, this dude came into my chat one time and he was like, "You got to go over to Evil." He tried to troll me and it didn't work. He ended up liking me and he's like, "You need to go to Evil Aids." So that's who I went to first, and then that's how I found Savage and Jin too. But because I actually didn't know how to find Savage from what MFW was saying about her. So I finally found her, and yeah, so it was like 3 years ago that I started following all of them. I was modding for Jenny. She'll even tell you, "Hey, Brandy, I came from the beauty community, and it's so different over here, but I've met some really cool people." Brandy, it is like it can be chill. Like here, I try not to do the drama. We just bullshit and talk about the bullshit, but not actually like try to involve ourselves. Um, but it gets rowdy as hell. Some of these people go to the extreme, calling the police, calling CPS on people, calling people's jobs, you name it. This community and the surrounding ones have done it. I just like there needs to be a disclaimer. Yeah, there needs to be a disclaimer for sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure Charlotte had to take her live down because she put someone else's community post into her live and they were threatening or telling her that she had to take it down. What? Really? Why is that? If someone posted it into their community tab, then it's public information at that point, and it is able to be fair used by being talked. What? She should. I guess she just didn't want to fuck with it, but no, I would. I let people tell me shit what I gotta do. Kimmy says that Brandy is a whole different side of the coin over here. Warning, some channels are mind blowing. Christmas cool, yes. We like to come here and breathe and get away and try not to get stressed out because sometimes, like, I know at this point, some of the subs are just totally stressed out because they like a lot of the people that are fighting with each other, they don't know what to do. And I mean, some of these ladies are, in my age ranges between 30 and like 65. So, I mean, you've got some older ladies in here that don't even know about half this drama bullshit we're talking about online. And it's like, they don't need all that. Like, let's do something. Everybody should just leave everybody alone and do your own thing. And try to keep, put content out there. Give them something to watch. I don't know. I'm so tired of fucking drama. But if you don't do drama, then you don't get supported pretty much. Like you get people that come in and hang out and will chat and all that, but you go over or you start some drama or whatever and you get people going, start talking shit about people, boy, people will start throwing cash apps, super chats, all that. All you gotta do is talk mad shit on people. But I just think I ain't into it, I'll try to find Charlotte's post, send it to you. It sure does, girl. That's why I don't say a lot. There's a lot of people that hide up in the bushes that have emailed me, and they're like, I'm there, I'm watching, but I'm not talking because I don't want people coming at me because I'm friends with you. It's like I get it, but I don't understand why anyone's coming at me because I've not done anything to anybody. I've not done anything wrong. I've not scammed anybody. I've not done anything like that. But because people are hating on me right now, people are scared, and I get why they're scared because the people that are hating on me have been known to dox and dox subscribers, and it's just this whole drama thing is way too far. You just text Charlotte's post. Okay, remember Waxy? Yeah, I miss Waxy. True Ball of Wax. Yes, I actually just had a video that I had saved on my phone where it was Waxy shouting me out, and then I have a live that I was watching the other day where she was like, "You're an amazing person. I don't know why anyone would ever mess with you or be mean to you. You don't deserve it." I'm like, "Oh." I've found some cool people. I've been here for a bit. I just keep quiet. I'm 35. My job is so stressful. It's stressful, so I don't need any stress. I get that. I'm 39. I'm almost 40 in October, and I'm I'm just it ain't for me. Smart girl. I found some cool people over here. Yeah. And there are, like, you've come into pretty much what I call a dead channel right now because I've had so much bashing done about me that's just been blatant lies. So, pretty much most of my live crowd has ditched me because they believe what these people have said, but because they refuse to look at the evidence that proves otherwise. So, it is what it is. Lesson learned. Quality over quantity all day long. Okay, so did you guys get hit by the bad storms on Thursday? Yes, I did. Oh wait, was that Thursday? I think it was Thursday. We did get hit with some bad storms. I posted about it. I think yeah, I posted or I talked about it in the live in the last couple of days. So today's Monday. Yeah, it was probably Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't know. But we got some bad storms that came through the middle of the night, and my dog is terrified of storms. So he likes to climb on top of my head when I'm sleeping when a storm hits. So I woke up with my dog standing on my head. And then he's 13 years old. He can't hear, he's deaf, but he can feel the vibrations and see the lightning. And then he'll go and try to like climb up on tables and stuff he knows he's not allowed to do, but his anxiety gets so bad that that's just what he does. Did you want to take your shirt off? Is that why you got it all the way down here? My Shih Tzu wears clothes. He's something else. He got a wardrobe, but I mean, he's a Shih Tzu. Everything that I've bought him over the last 13 years, he can still wear pretty much. I'm driving to go grab some lunch, so I won't be able to chat for a few minutes while listening. You're good, Luminacy. Thank you guys for hanging out. Tweety, oh. Yeah, you guys want to see Chichi. See, Daddy gave me a haircut. See, Daddy gave me a haircut. See, Mama? See? Daddy did a good job. What are you scratching for? He's on some Trio. Why's your ear itch? Well, you just went to that high. Big foreheaded old Krista there, but that's Chichu. Don't start barking, Chewy. Come on. He's deaf, and it's like you can hear me telling to Gosh. He doesn't look like a Shih Tzu right now though, because he's shaved all the way down. But if you have a Shih Tzu that you've shaved down, you know what I'm talking about. Uh, you know that's what they look like underneath, just little muscle dogs. But in 2 to 3 weeks, his hair will be long and he'll look like a regular old Shih Tzu again. But in this heat, with his age and all, and as fast as it grows, it's just instead of paying so much money, because it costs in between $80 to $125, depending on which company you use, to come out and do the mobile dog wash and grooming thing. Because if you take them into the groomers, they want to keep them for like 3 to 5 hours because they're not working on them immediately. They're in line for the next, you know what I'm saying? And my dog trembles as soon as we pull in the parking lot. Chewy does. He hates it. I don't know why. My dog does not hate anything though. Like he will go anywhere with me and be happy. And he gets to a groomer. He don't even do this at the vets. But we pull in a groomer's place. He knows it. He starts trembling. He just hates it. I think he's been drugged at one of them that I took him to when he was a puppy, and maybe that's why. So I just refuse to do it anywhere but at a mobile one because I can go and watch through the window or be in there with them, depending on who it is. They let you sometimes sit in there, otherwise you can just watch through the window while they do everything. And you don't have to worry about your dog sitting in a kennel waiting and being caged up, and you don't have to worry about no bullshit like going on. You can see everything. And they're not, they aren't mean to them. That's the best way. But that is just, if with the way his hair grows, I would have to do that every single month, and that's $120. It's like I said, between 80 and $120 every week or every month. Fuck that. Like, sit into some doggy hair trimmers, and they came with like a comb, like, and scissors and stuff. So we go through and we give him. Carl does most all of it, and then I come in with the scissors and cut the feet, like the paw pads, so he don't slide, and um around the face, and then anything left over on the ears that he didn't get. But I think he does a pretty good job considering he's not a professional groomer. He did a really good job, I think. Hey, Magic Wand, what you doing? I was just saying, was it yesterday that I need to message you from my phone so you have my number. We cut our Shih Tzu too. It's free. Yes. It costs way too much fucking money, and fuck that. But for a long time, I mean, until we got used to and figured out how to like do it, we got a little routine now. But before, it used to take like 4 hours, and then I'd have to take a break and do the next day and go out another 4 hours. It was like, oh my goodness, no, I'm not doing all that. I just shave him all the way down now. If your dog is shaving at the groomer, he doesn't at the vet, something bad happened at the groomer. And that's what I'm saying. My dog has had a bad experience too. Did you get my emails? I need to check my emails. I will do that after I'm on live. I was just saying I needed to text you uh, because you gave me your number and then I just kept emailing. But yeah, I'll check the emails after I get off here. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So right now, Mr. X is laying down, taking a nap. I was like, I'm going live. He's like, I'm laying down. I half-assed felt like laying down too, but nah. Okay, I'm gonna go live. I didn't come on at the time that I said I would be. I need to make that later in the day. So it's looking like it's gonna be like between 11 and 1. I'll be live in the morning Central Time, and then 6 and 8 p.m. Maybe between 6 and 9 p.m. Central Time. I don't know. I groomed both of my Newfoundlands. Huge job, but better for them and my wallet, right? I can only imagine the cost to get those dogs groomed. A Shih Tzu is bad enough because Shih Tzu is one of the most expensive to get done because they have those special cuts and everything. But probably besides that dog because they're so big. I want a dog so bad, but my girls wanted a cat, and I'm not really a cat person. But although when we go travel, it is much easier because we can just leave a cat at home and they'll be fine. Yeah, a cat is fine at home. You get an automatic feeder, it won't overfeed itself, and yeah. And I just set up multiple litter boxes so they don't overflow it. But it's with it, we don't go anywhere without our dogs. They can fly. They've both flown all over the country with us. But because they're service dogs, but we don't like to fly with them just because it's stressful with them or for them. So we drive pretty much everywhere we go. Like we went to Florida last time, we drove. We pretty much drive everywhere we go. Our state is in a state of emergency right now. We had 7 tornadoes come through. Oh, where are you at? Are you West Coast or Florida? Where are you at? So that's insane. Said that's insane. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We don't get tornadoes. Okay. Where are you at, girls? We get them here in the Corn Belt. We're like right along the Corn Belt. Okay, Kimmy. I know. Carl's not a cat person, but I grew up with cats and dogs, so I mean I like cats. They can be pretty cool. Sometimes they can be assholes. God, dogs don't hold a grudge. Cats will. Yes, if you don't mind to hit that like button, I'd so appreciate it. Or the dislike. Let YouTube know that you were here at least. I just ate a mini Three Musketeers. Mmm. Well, there's 20 people in here right now. How many does it say is in my channel? How many does it say that's in here? Because I wonder how many are on my channel and how many are on Mr. Exposed. Because I'm streaming to both channels right now. Trying to let more people know that I'm back live on my original channel. My friend had an angry cat, and when she leaves, she leaves gifts on her bed. Oh my god, magic. Okay, I have a story. I have cats leaving gifts on the bed. Like I said, I grew up with cats and dogs. Well, we had a cat. It was an outdoor cat, but there was like 20 barn cats that were in the neighborhood because it was cornfields and a bunch of houses, old school barns and shit. There was a bunch of cats that ran around. Well, one of them I would let come in and I'd feed it, but I'd let it outside and it'd go to the potty outside and everything. And at nighttime it'd be out in the morning. In the daytime it'd come in, hang out, and then leave. Well, I had it one day. It had its kittens and everything, and I couldn't find where they were at, and she was meowing at me and like screaming, meowing at me, and I'm like, "What is wrong, baby?" And she took me to underneath because I lived in a mobile home then when I was growing up. I was in a horrible trailer, and underneath the trailer is where she took me, and there was in the like insulation underneath the trailer that was up against the floor. She had the kittens up in that insulation. and they were stuck, and she couldn't get them out, and they were all screaming. And so, and I was little at the time, so I got underneath there and ripped that plastic all out. My mom was so mad because I ripped the insulation out from underneath the house to get these cats out. But I got them all out and saved them and brought them in, cleaned them up, let her come in and feed them, and then would let her out at nighttime. And then we had a spot in my window where she could come in at. Well, I saved her babies and she knew it. She brought me, I think it one, two, I think it was about 7 or 8 dead mice. She surrounded me in my bed, and I woke up to 7 or 8 dead mice surrounding me. I screamed bloody murder. My mom came in and laughed her ass off, and she was just like, she just brought you a gift. She's saying thank you. And I was like, oh, so sweet. But get these damn fucking dead mice away from me. She was trying to feed us. And then every day after that, she would bring them in the room, but she knew not to put them on my bed no more because I was like, I ran her off my bed every time she get on it. So she got the hint not to put them on my bed, but she would bring them, and we would like find them on the windowsill. It was crazy. All right. 8 like 17 watching. Go figure. Because there's probably some haters watching. Hit them up. I was a cat person one time, but my cat sadly passed, and I was living in a country home. The cat was my baby, so now I'm a dog person. I get it. We lost our Saint Bernard this year. It was devastating. It's still devastating. My whole family is ready to get a new pet, and I'm not there yet. Yeah, Illuminate said this one thing that I went up before because, right, I know it's going to be hard on me. It's harder on me than the rest of the family, but I'm also worried about how it's going to affect his dog. So my goal is to get a 3rd dog before Chewy passes, so that when he goes, we'll still have 2, and the one won't be by herself. And I'm like hoping, fingers crossed, that that helps her get through it, because she's attached to him. They are best of buddies. So I want to have another dog in here that she can bond with and still feel like there's purpose and all that, because it's going to be hard for me, but it's going to be hard on the dog as well. Kid after my own heart. Oh, no, yes. She was bringing me a reward. Yes, she was. Oh, God, yeah. Can't imagine waking up to dead mice on my bed. Like, what? Yeah, she surrounded me, and I had a Pocahontas comforter. I got pictures. I'll pull them out. I had a Pocahontas comforter and sheet set. Like, I thought I was the shit at the time. And I took that comforter and those sheets, and I immediately put them in the trash. And I thought I was the shit for having them. And that's how much that grossed me out, that I threw my comforter and my sheets away. And I loved it. I want to make friends with the raven. Shit, they will bring you shiny things. Yes, I absolutely love ravens. If I am pagan, I used to be Baptist, but I'm evolutionist pagan. It's very rare. But if you look into that, like Huni and Muni, I think are the names of the ravens that that are Odin's. You got to know the story. Anyway, we love bullies. I've never owned any other dog but a bully. My husband has a bully. She is, we got papers on her, all that good stuff. She came from a breeder in Huntingburg, Indiana. She's a standard American bully. She's not one of them big bulky ones or anything. But she's still a big girl. I'll show you right now. Actually, yeah, I want to see her. That right there is the bully. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say my name is Ale. I'm named after my papa Larry. He's Chewy. Anyways, yeah, that's my bully, or my husband's service dog bully. Um, she is a beaut. She's blue, blue nose. That's our babies. Giant breeds leave a giant print on our hearts. I love my General Bradley Newfoundland 3 years ago, and I still cry. Oh, you lost him. I'm so sorry. I actually am kind of interested in the Labradoodle, the medium Labradoodle, because it's basically a large version of the Shih Tzu. To me, anyways, the personalities and the look. Yeah, my husband loves those dogs, Newfoundlands. Yes. We had a dead crow in front of our house yesterday. You think those damn crows were having a funeral with all the noise? Oh yeah, they will. They mourn their they mourn their lost loved ones. Like it is crazy to see when one dies. Yeah. Oh my God, she's beautiful. She looks like my bully Chaos. Oh, I have definitely. Hopefully, you'll post pictures or something, or email me some pictures. I love dogs. She's such a good girl. She needs a bath really bad right now. I had some of my subscribers had bought her a pool last year, and we've got it out this year, and she's not gotten in it yet. But she loves the water. She loves getting in the ocean and all that. So we've just got to make her realize that that pool is the same thing as like what the ocean is, because she's kind of nervous. Our bullies are in heaven. They both passed May 2021. Aw, I'm so sorry, doll. I'm sorry. Losing a pet to me is like losing a child. Um, I've had 6 miscarriages in my life, and I just can't carry past 6 weeks. It's just not feasible, and then I end up finding out I had other issues later on, but most everybody knows about them, and I'm really not trying to talk about my health anymore. But I can't have kids, so these dogs have been my life. Like I said, she's 13. She is going to be 8 in October. October the 8th, she'll be 8. Um, it when these go, it's gonna be like losing children to me because I've never got to experience being a mother, and I treat these dogs like they're my children. They have outfits. I mean, we will be broke most of the time, and all our other bills, you know what I'm saying, like making payment arrangements on it. But believe 100% that their doggy insurance gets paid every month, because if something was to happen to them, we want to make sure that we're good and that they'll take care of them, because uh and right now Illuminacy said it's normal, so I'm gonna go with that for now, because the doctor did say that unless it's bothering him, that it doesn't have to come out, but he has a like a cyst in his neck, and it's like the size of a large marble, and so we're gonna have him recheck it again just to make sure it's not causing any issues. But as long as it's not, I'm gonna, like, because I looked more into it. It pretty much says it's kind of normal for them to get them in their older age, and it's the possibility of like putting them under could be more harmful than the actual thing is to him. So I'm gonna play it safe. Girl, we have so much in common. She's pushing 14. You can't eat this, so you feel me? Yeah. got some cervical issues. If you want to email me, we could talk about it privately. There's certain things I'm just not gonna talk about online anymore though, because of the hate I've received. But hey, just like any other channel, anyone that wants to support the channel, you're welcome to. There's super chats, super stickers, memberships, and if you want to help through one of the links going across the bottom, you can do that as well. Nothing is expected ever, but it is appreciated. Oh, Sandy had seizures. It was something else. And one day he had a seizure that didn't stop. Oh, yeah. Chewy has seizures too. Um, he's had them since he was younger. He hasn't had one in a good while, but when he does, he couldn't move for a few minutes, and he kind of drool and all that. And we had him checked and stuff, and they said there was like really nothing they could do at that point, but because he'd never be in one when he was there, and they weren't never really bad. Like he could always breathe. He wasn't jerking or nothing. It was kind of like he was frozen. And then he hasn't had one in a very long time. So I just hope that he doesn't. And it kind of worries me him being on the Simparica trio because it can cause seizures, but he's not had any issues with it so far. So fingers crossed. The email is going across the bottom of the screen at the very end. It's KRYSAXXPOSED@gmail.com. But make sure there's one S in KRYSA and two X's in exposed with no E. What you doing, true crime? T? That is AMZ. To anyone that is looking into the KJ stuff that's been going on recently, the one that she was referring to in the post she made, is it still up? I'm curious if it's still up. I talked about it in my stream yesterday morning or evening, but I think everyone's in agreement that Amzie is innocent. Did I send it to the wrong email address? I don't know. I haven't been able to check. I ain't been off yet. But if you didn't send it, you can send it to that one, to the KRYSAXXpossed, to the KRYSADAWN, or the KRYSAXXposse, because there's that email is in the About Me page, on the About page on my channel. And so if you forget the emails I just told you, just go to the About page on my channel, and it says email at KRYSAXXposse for business information or business inquiries. You can email me there. Hey, Navajo, what you doing, yo? Thank you for being a member still, yo. And Magic One, thank you for being a member still. And always to the Quirky, wherever she may be. Sure. Okay, she missing today's chat, or was she here earlier? Quirky was here earlier, wasn't she? I don't know. I can't remember. Which medication do you give your dogs for seizures? For people, it's Valium. I don't give him any medication. They never gave me any medication to give him. He never had one in front of him. And the way I described what he was going through, they weren't for sure exactly if it was for sure a seizure. Maybe he was just not wanting to move, but yeah, he's pretty much like frozen. His eyes will look at me, and he'll drool, and then a couple minutes later he'll be fine. So I don't really know. But he ain't done that in a long time. That was something that he did as a pup. Okay, Brandon, cool. Yeah, make sure you email me, and I'll talk about it more. It's just people online are so freaking raw and mean. I'm restricting what information I talk about anymore. So no one can say I'm sad fishing. I'm just on here just like everybody else. But I will be trying to put some content out, not just bullshit and hanging out chats. With the KJ stuff, the Teen Mom stuff, which I probably will both be done with Amzie there. Then we're gonna do a sober chat with Sophie. And I'm drawing a blank right now who's wanting to do the podcast with me. I'm also going to be checking and seeing if Mama Shin will come back on like she used to. Ashley and Bar from Teen Mom. It's Bar's mom. She's like a second mom to me. She's awesome. So I'm going to try to get her on. I love that lady. She's been on my channel 2 or 3 times before already. But then I ended up with some issues that I had to take a break offline for a while. Besides, periodically I went on. But it looks like I've been on here for an hour and 6 minutes at this point. I do appreciate anybody that's came through. If anyone sent a message through that I did not respond to, I'm sorry. StreamYards does not always send it through. If anyone gifted anything that I did not say thank you for, it's appreciated. If not, absolutely cool. Just hit the thumbs up before you leave if you don't mind. I really appreciate that. Or the thumbs down, just hit something, or even comment after the live is over. My dog took 4 KRYSA every 8 hours on the antipsychotic as well as hoping it would help it, and it didn't. Yeah, they didn't give me anything for it. Someone told me to try the doggy CBD things, but I don't want to give him anything. Holy heck, it's been a while since I've caught you on here, even though it's the end. No, Nicole, what's going on? What are you doing? Is this Nicole from like 4 or 5 years ago? Has anyone seen the video of the guy that died while at a DUI traffic stop at ATR? His drugs. It was in Ohio, I believe. No. Brandy used to watch KJ a while ago. Yeah, I used to cover her pretty hard. I did a lot of commentary on her. Those videos are like one of the only things left on my channel right now. Everything else is private until I go over it. But those videos I know were all good. So there's videos of, if you want to look on my channel and want to laugh at shit that KJ's done in the past, there's all kinds of videos to watch there. And then I'm going to be talking about her like once a week, not giving her the attention I used to give her, but we'll do like a weekly KJ. What'd she do this time? Or what'd you call it? Eliminate the weekly KJ roundup. No, it didn't. We tried to stay human. Nothing helped. Dang. I'm sorry. Eliminacy. I am very lucky that Chewy's isn't that severe. So that, because he's not a real big medicine taker dog anyway. It's hard to get him to take us some Simparica Trio. Is that the Nicole that's been here for forever? Is it you? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yep, there's literally thousands of KJ commentators. I believe it. I was one of the ones that did it back freaking 4 and 5 years ago. That's how I started. Well, I started covering Teen Mom, and then I ended up in the anti-KJ because she started threatening to strike me. I've been around since Katie had 10,000 subs. That was a very long time ago. I'll just be another one to add to the group, I guess. But hey, it is what it is. I used to do it. I'm gonna do it again, but it's just gonna be once a week that I'm gonna be talking about her. It's not gonna be every day. My channel's never been dedicated to solely her. As of right now, it probably looks like it because everything's privated besides the KJ content. But I used to get hella views on that shit. So most people can't. I just like pulling out her bullshit and calling her on it. But I also try to be funny, like, and I never took it to a bullying point. I actually was like somewhat constructive slash comedic uh, advice. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. I don't let Nicole stick around. She bounced, but hopefully it'll give her a notification when I go live later this evening. It'll be probably 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, Central Time. If you want to stop back there, I hate that she makes sense for being horrible to people, right? I will magic. I'll check my email. I got a few people that's emailing me. I got to get in there and see what's going on. Um, but thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, hit one of them buttons, the thumbs up, the thumbs down, either one. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit all on the notification bell. And if you did find this at accident and you are from my shorts, make sure you go and click the notifications and click it to all, because otherwise all you will ever see from me is my short content, and that's just screwed up. But yes. All right, guys. We'll be here this evening. Love ya.